Welcome back, guys. So, this is the review of DBS episode 1 to 2, and if you do not want to be spoiled, or if you've not seen the episode, just quit the video right now because it may contain some bad news for you. So, episode starts. You know, so, the episode's title was Staking His Pride Vegeta's Challenge to be the Strongest. That was pretty interesting. Now, the episode starts with title and all, and there's just this wind blowing, and then there's this funny scene where we can see Goku's shirt, the orange part that was torn during the Goku vs. Jiren fight. It was like tied up on a rock. That was kind of nice to be shown that it still exists. No, he may again wear it, and the fighting scene that was there in the opening song may occur. Just kidding, by the way. So, now the episode starts with us showing all the characters. Goku and Jiren start walking towards each other, and at the same time, on the bleachers, Krillin is freaking out on the time left, which is 9 minutes, which is like nothing. And then the Zenos point out that like 7 news 11 have like the Grand Prix says that they have made it, and then the bleachers do, but then the bleachers seem lonely. So instead of Vegeta just bringing us to the final flash, Nation can just bring the bleachers into one, and there goes into a very small bleacher, which was like nothing. That was great to see how the bleacher was. Now everyone was like seeing each other in shock. That was kind of great, and um, our Kaioshin said a polite hello to the Unit 11's Kaioshin, and just responded with nothing. They are cruel after all. So, uh, the bleachers so short, um, like Mark Rita taunt what is that? Why are you with Yunus? And Yunus is gonna win very easily. And the bleachers, the same thing goes on the bleachers that they have made it because of strategy and not strength, and they have to survive. So Goku and Jiren walk towards each other, and then they charge up much energy. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. He is literally just breaking it. He is literally just going so strong that it is completely different. Now, then there's the scene like where all the rocks shatter and they are like literally just there's this small like fog out of nowhere. This the smoke out of this when the smoke clears, there's this a rapid thing which like literally smoke around in Goku and Jiren, and then they're just showing that they both are fighting inside it, and they both are even talking inside. That was kind of funny because Goku and Jiren were talking between the fight, which was like, what is happening? Goku is taking him too lightly or something, and and guys, it appears that later in the episode, Jiren is revealed to be using less power rather than using full power. Then the fight continues, and Dyson and Zeno are happy with the fight, and they're like, yay, woo. That's the only thing they actually do. Actually, like how what they do in the whole episode. No, then Goku says like after landing, well then let's begin round two. And Vegeta out of nowhere just jumps into the fight and tries to like hurt Jiren, but we know the outcome. But we needed to know the outcome. But instead of knowing the outcome, the animator just switched into the Frieza versus Dispo fight. Frieza didn't even select Dispo, and Dispo used like using his speed to go all over. and he cannot do and Frieza cannot do anything. This book is giggling at him, and then um, we switch to the Gohan and Android 17 versus the top scene where we can see them fighting and they are like discussing how to win and all and how Toppo wants to win so badly. And then we see that Vegeta is charging attacks on Jin, but nothing is happening at all. So he is saying that I've never encountered such an energy in my whole life. That was great. And then Jin just knocks away the Vegeta for the watch. And Goku just comes inside. Goku just literally just kicks, backs his kick in, and mm, then he hits Jiren. And then Vegeta is watching Jiren's movement, guys. I'm telling you, he's watching Jiren's movements at this point, and Goku is totally tired. And like when mm, the preview scene is going on, they're fighting. Jiren is tossing away Goku and Vegeta both. Vegeta is very persistent. He comes back, and this time Jiren does his fist movement, and he has seen through the attack, and then he can literally just punch Jiren without any pain. That was awesome, guys. That was awesome. Jiren is literally like, what is happening here? Everyone, like, Jiren is super shocked, and like everyone is shocked, and Krillin is like amazing what is happening here. Mm, Nicholas says that he looked through his movements. Right? Jiren was like punching Kakarot, and like so. Vida says that Lemon is playing it cool, and then the fighting scene starts again. Um, the like Goku and Line and the Vegeta and GM fight continues, then just fighting continuously in such a manner, and they are literally just. I mean, the character of Unit 7 is shocked and said, is he winning? No, that was not him. He was very fumbling at the moment, but the caption of Universe 7, 11 says that he was blind, that was actually funny to hear how actually they responded, and then in this case, um, perhaps everyone on the reaches of Universe 7 and even notices that he wants to attain that through fighting Jiren. Now, what he means is like um, like he wants to attain Ultra Instinct because he was seeing through the movement. He wants to attain Ultra Instinct very by dodging all the attacks earlier, and he mm, Vegeta did put up a good fight, and he kicks Jiren in the abdomen, in the stomach, and that was there in the preview. But he also said that you are fast and stronger when you fought Kakarot, and, mm, and then Jin just like little punches away, and then Vegeta with Gagan and Jin just slices through it. Vegeta is getting like literally blown away, and Vegeta was just like being tossed with Jiren's attack. I don't know his key wave, and we saw that also in the preview. He's trying to get which like crawling through it, and Belmont is like, good, keep that. The best friend too. So Zen knows that he is in trouble, and they cannot do anything. They could not do much thing except to stop it. Now he is almost at the brink of getting eliminated, where he somehow just stops it, and he is saved from elimination. And then we switch back to the Frieza versus Disco scene where Frieza says, how long are you going to run? Frieza and this uses the multi-image technique, like the super technique, and this tries to hit Frieza behind the back, but Frieza holds him with the teeth, and then Dispo says that that's fine with me, and then he starts running at a speed which we can't imagine, and then he runs so fast, he runs so fast that Frieza is just getting dragged away, guys. He's getting dragged away. He just puts him in the rocks. Frieza is struggling, guys. Frieza is literally struggling. No, I'm pretty sure Frieza is not strong as Hit, probably. So y'all can imagine if Hit was in trouble, then Frieza is nothing. No, we should back to Gohan and 170 versus Toposi. Nothing is happening, we're actually fighting. Gohan does a good Kamehameha and it's totally ineffective on Topo. Everyone knew it. So at this point, it seems like Universe 11 is at a very great as Universe 7 is at a very great advantage. And we can tell that by seeing what is actually happening. Now, Belmont teases Beerus and the episode continues uh, with we saying that they won't let things end like this. They will win off for sure. They won't lose. Vegeta's armor is broken. Goku says that Vegeta, are you okay? Abu says not okay. Can't you see it? Go. Why do you act so dumb sometimes? And then Vegeta says like all that you and he isn't even out of breath. And then Jiren says that you will never be able to beat me. And then Vegeta and it has hurt Vegeta's pride and says, what? And then Vegeta is furious because it has hurt his pride. Vegeta is angry. He had he does the strongest final flash in history against Jiren and literally like literally just seemed like if it was Belmont and if it was like Venus, I'm pretty sure they would be defeated. But it's Jiren here, guys. It's Jiren and he is winning after all. So um, it, it seems like Vegeta is going to little blast everything with power. Everyone's shocked Vegeta's power, how strong he is. And he does a fire flash. It's Vegeta like literally blocks it. He does not dodge it like because Vegeta has told them that after seeing all that, do you think will dodge this attack? Vegeta's like, no, just do it. And everyone is looking at the attack. And when the smoke clears, we start to see Jiren like literally he's there on the ground. He's there on the ground. But Vegeta starts laughing. He's like, haha, I defeated you. And next time you can see him is Jiren is just in front of him. He is holding a key blast, able to almost kill Vegeta. It is so strong and he fires it. Vegeta is gone. And he does not mean eliminated. He is defeated in a very bad manner, as he is literally just gone. That was such a powerful attack. Jiren did, and then everyone from Unit 7 is like, yeah, that's Jiren and all. And then was thinking what Vegeta doesn't work at all. Vegeta falls to the ground, and that is where the episode ends. Now, there's commentary that comes after the episode says that the commentary says that the overwhelming Jiren be will Vegeta be defeated. Now, the fights still in continuation, and and there are only 8 minutes left. These 8 minutes, you are going to meet everything to both the universes. So let's see what happens. As you just get a new ending for ending song, which is great. I've seen the ending song. I think it's a great ending song, and I hope even you all will like it. But uh, till the next animal video, um, thank you for watching and have a great rest of the day. I'll come back with the preview in few hours. The preview seems pretty interesting. If you have not seen the preview, I suggest you see the preview. But till next video, bye.